So clear it up a bit, easier to see what's going on. So that's the pole that's holding it up in the middle there, on that side. I've put in just tighten that up slightly, that green clothesline. So I could tighten it more to bring that side down a bit. And then that's the other wooden beam that's holding it up, and that one there. So those are the three things that's holding the roof up. This one is not doing anything, just hanging. And this is just my idea that I can, as an extra support, I can put in the beam there, hold onto the A-frame there, and I could, and then I've got this. I could put in the beam like that thing up like that, in some way, which is it's not actually fastened to anything at the moment, to hold the top in place. And then these I can just put some bits of wood across like that to help keep that roof from coming down further. And those are the main things I can think to do by way of just stabilising it if there's a strong wind coming up. And then there was the question whether I could somehow leverage up that side and pull down that side. And looking closely at it, I don't really see quite how to do it yet. I can easily push that roof back up a bit, just like those two, and keep repeating those two back and forth, and push. I can push the roof up like that. I can almost cut. I think I can get it to a certain extent. Yeah, I can lift it up by myself and put bits of wood against it, and that would help stop it tearing up at the top there in the future if there's a strong wind. So that's something I can do. I can just push that roof back a bit, then put these bits of wood in and to help hold it in place. I'm not actually doing anything yet. I'm just thinking about what to do. And so I can certainly stabilise it a bit, but the main question is there a way I can lift up that pole there, that side of the A-frame? Is there any way I can push that up with something? So if I could push that up at the same time. Obviously push up the roof here with. So that's another thought, is that just pushing up the roof on both sides with like I've done at those two ends there, and just keep pushing the roof up, and whether if I do that, whether the A-frame would move with it. So I get that beam sort of nailed up at the top there in case anything kind of happens as a result, and then put a strong bit of wood in there, and so I could certainly put in things like this. Find as many beams like that as I can, push them against that side of the shed, and just push it up as much as I can. After making sure that the rest is firm, so I make sure that there's a strong, put in an extra bit of wood next to that. That's quite, and then put that into the ground and nail it onto it. And I'd nail this on there against something on the ground there, just to make sure that that A-frame is in a decent shape, so that it's not going to, whatever I do, it's not going to be coming down, and have that diagonal beam there, nail it to something at the top, nail it to the top maybe, and it's on a, I mean it's a little bit, it's going to, if the roof was to come down seriously, it would wedge onto that. So it's doing a little bit of support already, and this is tightening, this is holding, it's not doing much yet. You see how, yeah, it's already tightened up a bit. So you know, I can bring it up again. See, that can be tightened up. Oh no, I'm tightening the wrong way. That's not doing much yet, I don't think. I'm a little bit nervous about tightening it up, a lot yet. Until I know exactly what. But you can see that thing. See that? I can just bring that around as many times as I want. And so I can tighten that and keep that tight, which to just maybe help stop that going up a bit further. That's it. I can't really see. I can't yet see how I can get leverage to actually lift up that side of the A-frame, short of getting a joist jack. So if I get a joist jack, then the idea would be that I would put a bit of wood across from there on that side, all the way across to that side, as an extra bit of a beam across the bottom of the A-beam, and then put the joist jack onto here, and screw it up and hopefully lift that side of the A-frame, and hopefully when I do that, it would come down a little bit on that side and tighten it up on that side, and just very, very slowly see what happens. If I did that, then this would come out of the ground at some point. So I'd wedge up the roof like that, all the way along on that side. I'd put a joist jack, a beam across like that, and put a joist jack between there and the ground, and lift that side up very slowly, and see how it responds. So I did have the idea of using levers to kind of lever it up, but at the moment I can't see how to do it. So that's it really. Sort of, I do see how to stabilize it, and I think there's a possibility. So if there's any strong winds coming, then a few days before, then I'll certainly come in and stabilize it. I can do all that, and I'm not in a hurry to straighten it up, because I think I need to give it some more thought at this stage as to what to think about, if there's anything I can do. If I get some ideas, I'll come back and try them out.